For having me at today's candidates forum. I appreciate being here. I have over 14 years experience advising a wide variety of nonprofit organizations throughout California and the United States. Specifically, I've been advising nonprofits during this time on how to use their resources effectively and efficiently.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
The mic might not be on.
Any better?
Is it on? It's not very loud. Turn it up. Can you help turn it up? You know?
This is probably the first time anybody's told me they can't hear me. So.
Make sure people can hear.
Happy to shout if that helps. Is that better?
Yes.
Excellent. So I was saying that I have about 14 years experience working in the nonprofit sector, supporting organizations of various ilk and helping them use their resources efficiently and effectively. The vast majority of my time I've been working with organizations that work to improve public education. So most recently I was CFO at Students First, where we were launching a national advocacy campaign to advance a platform of 39 reform policies in 20 states. Before that, I was the Chief Financial Officer at Encore STEM Teachers Program, where we were recruiting professionals in STEM fields and training them for second careers as K-12 teachers in high-need public schools. Before that, I was the controller at New Schools Venture Fund. Previously, I worked as the controller at Common Sense Media, which is a national organization working to focused on media literacy and improving media literacy education in the public schools. And during that time, I also founded an organization called Origami, which is a nonprofit specifically dedicated to providing back office support to nonprofit organizations throughout California so that they could better focus on their mission and outcomes. So I have a deep experience in finance and operations, and above and beyond that, I am a parent. My wife and I very specifically chose to place our son in a local public school. And we're very proud that he's there, and we very much look forward to his sister joining him when she graduates from preschool in a couple of years. And so suffice it to say, I have a vested interest in the success of our public schools.
Our next question is from Lacey.
Hi, good morning. My name is Lacey Gabriel. I'm the founder of Moving Forward Education and one of the member and commissioners. Today I have a question you'll have 4 minutes to answer. What is your assessment of the district's current priorities? And what are your 3 personal priorities you bring into the work, and explain why those priorities are important?
I wish I had more time to get into more than just 3. One of the most important things to me is fiscal transparency. Obviously, I have a finance background. I'm very thrilled that the district is back on track to get an on-time audit this year. It will be, the first time in over a decade that that's the case. It's very hard to assess the success of one's programs if you don't have good data. And we're finally on track, I think, to get some good financial data. I think we absolutely need a renewed focus on talent in the district. We need to work quickly to hire a chief talent officer that will develop a vision and strategy for hiring teachers into the organization. I looked on EdJoin this morning. There were 424 posted positions in OUSD, 67% of which were for certificated positions. It's very hard to run an effective district when we have a lot of gaps in teacher roles throughout the district. We need to coordinate better with the charter sector, and the Equity Pledge is an excellent example of some of that work that's happening there. And we need to continue the work on actually measuring our impact. The OUSD Balanced Scorecard is a great step forward. We see a lot of input and output measures listed there, and I would like to see some more impact measures and really understand how the work that we're doing now prepares kids for success in college and or career. One other thing that I think fails to get mentioned a lot of times is that, and you can actually see this in the metrics, is parent engagement. Last I checked the Balanced Scorecard, there were exactly 2 measures of parent engagement, one of which was the response rate on a particular survey. That doesn't tell me anything about parent engagement, and we know that teachers are probably the most important factor in student outcomes, and second, very close behind that, is parent engagement. So we need to be learning more about how we can better engage parents in the work of their schools.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Our next question is from Ruth and Kyle, who are current OUSD teachers.
Hi, my name is Ruth Jones. I'm a teacher at Edinburgh Middle School, and I'm also a policy fellowship member at Go.
My name is Kyle Svingen. I was also a teacher policy fellow last year, and I'm a teacher at Oakland International High School. We have a longer question for you. We believe that effective teaching matters. We fought for the teacher growth and development system, a comprehensive teacher support system to help educators improve their practice. The Go Teacher Policy Fellows advocate for improved early career supports for new teachers and career pathways for more experienced teachers. During the last school board elections and the OUSD-OEA negotiations last year, we advocated that increasing teacher compensation has to be among our top priorities.
But there is still much to do in this area. Year after year, about 20% of OUSD teachers are in their first or second years of teaching, which is double the rate of most neighboring districts. We can't afford that level of turnover, especially in the face of a dire teacher shortage. We need better to support our educators so they can better serve our students. You will have 4 minutes to answer the following question. In addition to an increased pay, which every candidate supports, what are the best ways to increase student access to effective teaching? What will you specifically do as a board member to make effective teaching a true priority?
And Michael, if I could ask you just pull the mic a little closer.
Sure. Thank you for the question. So increasing teacher pay may be a no-brainer for this audience, but it's been a very tough one to sell out there. But let me add some context as to why I think it's so important in Oakland. So the average teacher salary in Oakland right now is hovering somewhere around $58K. That is the starting salary for a teacher in San Francisco. The starting salary for teachers in San Jose is around $64,000 right now. And while San Francisco and San Jose have slightly higher cost of living than Oakland does, Oakland is not very far behind. So if we want to attract top quality talent into Oakland, we need to pay them commensurate with their importance to our society. We want to be able to attract the top quartile of talent into teaching, specifically here. Now, addressing teacher pay when we still owe the state a significant amount of money and will for many years to come is not the easiest thing to solve. So, one of the most important things that we need to do right now is increase our work and programs to expand access to affordable housing to teachers to encourage them to come here. We definitely need to improve how we evaluate teachers. No doubt that we need to include student test data among our assessments of teachers and base their pay in part on how their students are performing. But I'm also very clear that qualitative data from classroom observations is essential, so we need to put in place the supports that allow principals and academic leaders to ensure that they have high quality teachers there. We also need to increase the number of professional development opportunities for our teachers. So expanding the Oakland Urban Teacher Residency Program, and by all means increasing and improving the coordination with other local teacher residency programs such as Aspire and the San Francisco Teacher Residency. This also goes back to some of the work that's being done in the Equity Pledge. We very much need to take advantage of the charters that we have in our community as, in many instances, a successful test ground for innovative teaching methodologies and work with the charters to get those successful programs implemented in the district schools as well. Finally, I would say that we need to be very serious about increasing access to professional learning communities for our teachers to ensure that they have continuing professional development both inside and outside the classroom.
Our next question is from Annette.